What's up? It's Keith again with the Landscaping Employee Trap. Hey, if you feel trapped and you feel stuck in certain areas of your life, I know for sure it could probably be financially, it could be a million things. You know what it is. If you feel like you have blocks or walls up or you can't get past it, whatever that is, I have a metaphor and I want to tell you a story of something that I do that really changed my life and helped me hit levels that I always dreamed of hitting. And I'll tell you the story right now, but first I want to tell you a metaphor. You ever see those little tiny glass balls with like the snowflakes in it, and you shake it up and they go all over the place, and then you wait and it settles, and then you shake it. You know, it's like the little antiques. So imagine, I'm in my house right now, dog's barking. Imagine if, see, there's one right there. There's a distraction. You hear my dog barking? Perfect example. I want to make a video, but now the dog is barking out the window. It's a distraction. The snowflakes are shaking up again, and it gets your heart rate, and you're like, oh, damn it, damn it, damn it. What are those distractions in your life? What is it? Is it the phone ringing? Is it being tied to the internet? See? I've actually sat for hours trying to make a video, and I can't make a video because the dog won't stop barking. Right? And then I'll try to go to the office to make a video, and then a family emergency will come up, or this will happen, or that'll happen, or a client calls, and you never really get to do what your higher goal and your higher purpose and your highest intention is, because constant distractions in your life and your environment. So here's the technique. You want to get the snowflakes to fall all the way down until they settle. They could take hours. It could take days, it could take literally weeks till all the snowflakes settle. And then once they're getting down there, things will keep trying to shake it up and throw it in there. In the very extremely neurotic social environments we live in today, people are neurotic, they're in neurosis, some people are in psychosis, people are filled with pathologies, and everybody's very distracted and ADD, so they put it on other people too. And all these people are like, ugh. So David Data, I really subscribe to him. Get the book called The Way of the Superior Man. He said, Miko, hey, would you please be quiet? He's barking out the window at another dog. So I'm going to keep shooting the video. You can stick with me because I'm going to get to something in this. David Data in The Way of the Superior Man said, lock yourself in a room with a pen and a notepad, and do not come out until you know what your purpose is. So check this out. Over the winter, for the first time in like 2013 or something in my life, I had paid down debts, paid off all my bills, insurances, and everything, and saved up so much flipping money that I didn't have to work for months if I didn't want to. I didn't have to work for months. I digress. I read about this in Robert Kiyosaki's book, Retire Young, Retire Rich. Phenomenal book. Obviously, I'm not a millionaire or anything, but he said he was advised when you finally become a financially free millionaire by his friend who was a billionaire or whatever, go on a vacation for 6 months, no cell phones, no internet, no nothing, and spend time alone or with your wife or with whatever it is, and completely detach from the grid, from the constant anxiety of the financial struggle and all that stuff, and go detach and let that snowflake, let those snowflakes settle back down and really get back in touch with yourself. Well, I had the rare opportunity for the first time in my life to do this in 2013 in the winter. It was 2012, 2013. So I had so much money saved up that I said, you know what? I'm shutting off my phone, no internet, and I'm going to go into deep isolation. All the bills are paid, and I'm just going to meditate and finally get in touch with myself. And finally, and the craziest thing happened. It took literally an entire... it took weeks. First I felt, I gotta go do something. I gotta go a job. I gotta go do window cleaning. I gotta do something. Like sell jobs. Maybe I should do this. And you start freaking out because the ego is blocking you and it's stopping you, and it feels threatened by absolute silence. The ego feels threatened by peace because peace is what the higher self really wants. I thought it would take, I'm going to take a whole week off. I'm going to do a detox. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to meditate. Yeah, right. It took weeks, and the snowflakes kept getting shaken, right? Now my phone is ringing right now. It's ringing, my Bluetooth, and I'm not answering it because this is more important. Distractions constantly in your environment. Constant distractions, shaking up that ball of snowflakes constantly, and you're at constant elevation, and you can never get to your higher purpose. Whew. That's what the winter is for. So listen, craziest thing happened when I finally hit rock bottom or complete solitude. I started to cry. And I went through like an entire week of like, was almost like a depression, but it wasn't a depression. I realized I cried it out, and then all of a sudden I had this amazing gratitude came over me where when the light shined through the window just into the bedroom, I saw peace in every way. I don't care if you think this is woo, this shit really happened, dog. Peace came into me in a way, and how can I explain it? A mending, a healing over, a dissolving, there you go, a dissolving of the ego came over me in a way that had never happened before, and I felt free for the first time. I said, oh my God, I'm completely free. And I looked out at traffic and saw people rushing to work on their cell phones, and I went out on the main road and I was driving all slow, just going to get some Tabulian hummus, if you know what that is, maybe get some coffee, and just sit in a coffee shop, very quiet, and observe the sickness of society, and with a pocket full of money, right? And completely be at peace. And I realized that wealth is not in materialistic things that we're chasing to get all this shit. Wealth is in peace. If you could just sit and fold your laundry or do your dishes, yeah, something as simple as that, in complete peace, and smile while you're doing it like it's a dance. I learned that from Alan Watt. Check out Alan Watt. You realize that that's what real wealth is. But you can only do it with what really sucks is with money, right? Because if your car insurance ain't paid, you're driving around with no car insurance, your bills ain't paying, the bills are coming. Sadly, in the system we live in, you got to have money to do that. So now, every year, like as soon as it's like the weather breaks, I'm running for what I call December 1st. That, like right now, I already have so much money saved up that when the landscape season is over, all my bills are paid, all my taxes are paid, my insurances are completely paid up for the entire year. And I could literally just sit, if I want to, and just stare out the window for 4 months. I'm not going to do that, but every month, every year I take an entire month, or as long as it takes, to get to complete peace. And that's what it takes. And you gotta work and grind and build a business, do whatever you got to get to that point. But you really, all the neurotic parts of you and the parts of you that you don't like dissolve away, and you become a really mentally clear, focused, healthy person, because you're not caught up by this neurosis. You get what I'm going? I'm like beating a dead horse here. So that can really happen. And then on the reciprocal, there's this fear that is bullshit, that you're always afraid that you're going to go back down to that scary place. You're afraid you're going to lose everything. And it's really just the neurosis of the mind. That I posted a link on Facebook, a quote, I forgot by who. He said, your fear, you were a target that is no longer being hit. Like your fear of failure. Just because you went through something then, that doesn't mean that that's going to keep happening in your life. It's just now in your mind. Don't be afraid of that stuff. So, yeah. I hope you got something from that. Shaking up the snowflake, you got to let it all settle down. So get off the internet right now, put your phone on block mode, do whatever you got to do. If you got to go sit in the woods to get into a quiet place, because only from that quiet place of meditation can you then begin to get in touch with your core and make real decisions that are based in truth and purpose, and not based in fear and neediness, and based in neurosis and crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can't explain this to other people, especially when they will not get it. You have to know it within yourself. Alright, hope you got something out of that. Peace.